Judging the bots, game on tilt. Ball gone quick, ain't nothing built. Swing so clean, you can frame that stat. He don't need hype, just a lumber in the bat. Ben Rice heat, don't blink at the plate. Rookie with a swing that can flip the state. Fast hands, power zone locked in. With 22 step up, they know it's a win. Full bay moving like a ghost through dirt. Quick on the bag, clean with the work. Backhand grab, spin and fire. Gold in his glove, Bronx born wire. South Bronx cold, but the bats stay hot. Yankee blood deep, give it all they got. Pinstripes loud in the heart of the game. 2025, they ain't playing for fame.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. For me, it started out great when the Yankees took game one, but today was not so great. Some good things happened, but some other frustrating things that the Yankees can't capitalize, and we'll get into it. I want to say what's up to the chat, and I apologize for the late stream, but it's like last minute. Believe me, man. I was scrambling to get this thing ready for you guys. D Train, what's up? Tough loss, but it was a good game. Hopefully, we take the series tomorrow. Go Yankees. I agree, man. I definitely agree. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? CT, what's up, CT, man? Hey, if anybody wants to join the stream, the link's pinned in the comment section in the chat. Just jump on, man. Everybody's welcome. Uh, CC says, hope all is well. Yeah, everything's good with me, man. Hope all is well with you. I was in the baseball field all day with my son. He had a doubleheader this morning. He did good too. CT says Belly has a 12-game hitting streak. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. Belly has really, really stepped up as of late. All right. D Train says this team gives way too many free bases, allowing players like Soto and Alonso to swipe bags is horrendous. Yeah, that's another. I don't know if it's just the pitcher's not paying attention, or they just told him, look, forget about the runners. I'm not sure. The link is in the chat to join. Oh, the link that's just to join the stream. If anybody wants to jump on, man, we'll do an open panel if anybody wants to jump on. But anyway, freaking Yanks drop a tough one, man, 3-2. It seems like for some reason, man, we just can't get over the hump on these close games. I'm not sure what it is. I have my opinions, and we'll get into it a little later. You can look at the topics on the right, and it's pretty much that's what we're gonna talk about today. I really want to talk about that stuff. But let's take a look at the box score because we did have a lot of good things that happened today. A lot of good things. Let me share this screen. All right. So taking a look at the box score, Ben Rice 1 for 5. His average has dropped like a rock, man. He's batting 252 now in the season. His OPS is tanking too. Well, I mean it's still good, but 882. He's cooled down a lot as of late. He's still hitting the ball hard, just not getting it up and just not making good swing decisions, in my opinion. Aaron Judge 0 for 5. His average is down to 402. We're gonna talk about him a little later too. Cody Bellinger, man, continues to stay hot. Like CT said, he has a 12-game hitting streak. He went 1 for 3 on the night, but a huge 1 for 3 with a home run, and he had a walk. It just seemed like he was all over the field, man. He was involved in pretty much everything. Goldschmidt 0 for 4. Look, Aaron Judge and Goldschmidt can't do it every day, right? So we'll give them a break, I guess. Dominguez 2 for 3. He had a great night with a walk, despite some he didn't really make no defensive like anything bad, but his youth and his inexperience showed a little bit on defense, and we'll also get into that later. Volpe 2 for 4. JC Escara 0 for 2, but had 2 walks. DJ LeMahieu, who'd have thought, man? DJ LeMahieu had a great night. If I could get that from DJ every day, welcome back, brother. But he went 2 for 4. His first home run on the season. He hit the ball hard, even like late in the game. He had a line drive to Soto in right field, and that could have gave us the lead right there. And he didn't do anything wrong. That's just baseball. He hit the ball on the nose, man, right on the button, and it just hit it right to the defender. But he had a great night defensively too, man. DJ was all over the place. Vivas 0 for 2. Grisham came in and pinched hit. He didn't do anything. Peraza, defensive replacement, and then Wells. Oh my God, I forgot all about Wells, but we're gonna talk about Wells, man, because his swing decision is just terrible, man. This dude, I don't get it, man. He be swinging at stuff that just drives me crazy. Oh my God, you don't understand. I was in my house just like, what are you swinging at, bro? Like, why are we helping the pitcher out? Can we stop doing that? Can we not help the pitcher out? But that's the box score. Look, it wasn't the greatest game, but at the same time, we there is some good things to take away from this game. A lot of good things actually. Um, but let's talk about Clark Schmidt, man, because Clark Schmidt,
Bitch, please. Get down on your goddamn knees.
Clark Schmidt had a great game, and you could tell that he was struggling. He didn't have it all, but he was getting through, right? And that's what you want to see, man. When a pitcher, that's how you really tell if a pitcher's like if that's a good pitcher, if he's learning, because he kept us in the game, man. What more can you ask from him, right? What more can you ask, really? Because those times, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those nights where he gets knocked out early, but he didn't, man. He pitched 6 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk. I mean, a walk, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. I think he's really learning how to get through games, man. He's really learning how to. I don't know what his pitch count was, but he gave us 6 solid innings, and at the end, towards the end of his outing, I was like, "Okay, Boone, you're kinda pushing it." You know how Boone likes to get that last extra out, like, he's always trying to squeeze an out of a pitcher. So it coulda got ugly, but it didn't. Mark Leiter Jr. came in, he almost got into some trouble, but the defense saved him. The defense saved him. What a play by Bellinger in left center field today. So if you didn't watch the game, man, they hit a shot off the wall. I don't know. I think Dominguez could have caught it, but he had a bad route to the ball. And, I don't bro, Bellinger, man, that's I'm telling you, that's heads up baseball right there. That's like killer instinct. He was just in the right place. The ball kind of caromed off the wall, and then Dominguez missed it, kind of hit off of Dominguez's glove, and Bellinger was right there, got the ball quickly, threw it to the relay, Volpe. Volpe throws it home. They get the run out at home plate. And then DJ LeMahieu comes up with a huge freaking sliding grab up the middle and second to make the final out. That was that man. I'm telling you right now, that was like to me the key takeaway. Like if you want to take anything positive away of today, besides DJ and everything and Belly, that was it right there. But with the good comes the bad, right? And we gotta talk about the bad. Can we freaking bunt, bro? Can is that too much to ask, bro? Is like seriously, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school, but if you got Vivas at the plate, runners on first and second, nobody out. This guy's a rookie. He has no experience. I mean, and that's nothing against Vivas because I really like the guy, but bro, in that situation, I think it's appropriate. In that situation, a bunt is appropriate. At least try it, you know? At least try it. Is that too much that am I crazy, bro? Like somebody tell me, please. Am I the only one? Emilio says, honestly, I'm not mad at today's game. Good at bats, but the men's offense did their thing. Like, I'm not mad at you. What gets me mad is that we should have had at least 4 runs. Because we had several opportunities, man. When you have runners on first and second, nobody out, and you can't even move the runners over, that's a problem. And the problem is, right, because it's gonna happen, that this is a reoccurring theme now. Like this constantly happens, especially in extra innings, man. Like you can't even get the runner from second to third. This is bad, dude. Like, can somebody lay down a bunt? I don't see what's the big deal of asking a rookie who has probably done games in the big leagues to lay down a bunt. And if he doesn't know how to bunt, then we have bigger issues, man. At least try, a sacrifice bunt. And after the game, and we're gonna listen to Boone's post game. I think he said something about, oh, about speed. He didn't have speed on the bases. Bro, that's why it's a sacrifice bunt. We don't care about speed. We just trying to get the runner over. A good bunt, any bunt at that point gets him over. The defense was playing back. They know the Yankees are not even going to attempt a bunt because the corners usually, if they know like, okay, these guys could bunt here, they'll bring first and third in. But they were giving us that. They weren't playing in. They were playing regular double play depth. So that's a problem, man. And I could have sworn, didn't the Boone say before, like we're gonna do more bunting or something like that, man? And I haven't seen it yet. Hold on, man. My mouth is dry. I need something to drink. But yeah, honestly, I was highly disappointed about that, man. I was super disappointed. I get it, right? Like if um if Wells is up there, I'm probably not gonna ask him to bunt, right? I get it if Grisham's up there, I'm not asking him to bunt. I get it, but you have Vivas at the plate, bro. And another thing, man, can we get this guy fitted for a helmet, please? Like it's driving me crazy. I know it probably doesn't affect his hitting at all, but every time he swings, that shit comes flying off, and it's like, bro, it just doesn't look good, man. Please put some Velcro on that thing or something, man. You gotta do something, guy. You gotta do something. But let's get into some more chats, man. Um, Let me know what you think, man. Should they have bunted right there? Uh, D-Train says, agree, Clark looked good, but walked too many batters. Yeah, man, but he got through it. Luis Duran said, I finally won after taking 2 L's yesterday. Hey, D-Rails, wherever you at, man, D-Rails won the drawing for the Mets store hammer. So I need you to contact me, dude. So I gotta figure out how to get this to you. Luis Duran was pissed, man. He took the L yesterday. Took 2 L's. Yeah, man, it was a good game, and there was some good takeaways, but I feel like this is a game we should have won, and I feel like we've been saying this way too many times, like, man, that's a game that we should have won, and I get it, like, some people are like, "Oh, it's just one game." Man, these games, they start adding up. When you look at the standings, man, we should be right up there with, we like, I think we've literally thrown away probably, like, 6 games so far this season, 6 or 7. Emilio says, crazy save by Belly, perfect shot by Volpe, and Escara gets the tag. Yep, it was beautiful, man. Mwah. Just, you couldn't draw it up perfectly. Like, it was just perfect, man. It was a perfect relay throw. Perfect. D-Train says, no, you're not. We need to learn how to manufacture runs, especially when they are in scoring position. Yeah, man. Look, I get it. Like if Judge is up there, right? We're not telling Judge to bunt. Okay. I understand. Like certain people we're not gonna ask, but I feel like from a rookie player like Vivas, who literally he hasn't even had a full glass of coffee, right? He hasn't had a full cup of coffee yet at the big league. Why not ask him to bunt? You know, at least once, man. Just show it. Just show it at least. Show the damn thing. You know, like I don't get it, man. I really don't. And to be honest, man, this is like I get it, the analytics and everything. Like there's a new way of thinking how to play the game. But this is baseball 101, man. This is 101. Is this is basic fundamental stuff, man. Basic. Like you try to lay down the bunt, and I get it. Look, if you can't lay it down, 0-1, 0-2, whatever, or maybe you try once, and if you can't get it down, then you continue with your at bat. But at least show it, because when you at least show it, the defense got to think about it now, and they got to decide whether they're gonna play for the bunt or they're gonna let you just do it. And they know they're not even gonna do it, man. They weren't even playing in nothing, man. Duran says, as a Met fan, I feel like we should have lost today. No, man, y'all got it. I tell you what, it could have got real ugly, man. But what saved the Mets? I mean, not the Mets. What saved the Yankees was some key defensive plays, man. Some key defensive plays. But I want to bring up a not so great defensive play when Lindor had that go ahead sack fly to left center field, and where Bellinger, Dominguez just kind of like was like hovering right on top of him, so it didn't allow him to really like let the ball be in front of him, so he could come up and get some momentum going towards the plate. So he had to kind of catch it flat footed and throw it home. And I don't know what Dominguez was thinking, because you just don't do that, man. Like you got to know better than that. But I think he just had a brain fart right there, and I think he wanted to catch the ball, right? Like he was expecting to get it, but look, the center fielder has a precedence. If the center fielder says I got it, he got it, and he was in the best position Bellinger was in the best position to make that throw anyway. So, and then after the game, you see them talking about it. I mean, I guess it's a learning experience for Dominguez, but and Bellinger probably does it to throw anyway. But I think it would have been closer. He would have got more on the throw, at least a little bit. Dietrich says Volpe, Vivas, Dominguez, Escara should all know how to bunt. That's the thing. Like, do they really? I don't. I hope they do. I really do. Look, everybody knows how to bunt, whether you're good at it or not. That's another story. But everybody should know how to bunt, man. This is baseball. You can't tell me these guys never seen a bunt or tried a bunt or something in their whole life from little league up. You never laid down a bunt. Come on, let's be let's be serious. So when people say, "Oh, they don't know how to bunt," like really, dude, come on, they know how to bunt. Whether they're good at it or not, that's a different story. But everybody knows how to bunt. E-Train says Belly thought Dominguez should have caught the ball, should have had caught that, but was hesitant. That's what Belly said in his post. Oh, okay. I think that Bellinger had the best. He was positioned best to make the throw, in my opinion. You know, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe he want. I didn't see the post game interviews, but that would make sense too. Because Dominguez was there, and if it makes you, because even if I'm calling, if I say I got it, but you're right next to me, I might are you gonna be hesitant, like, bro, okay, you got it, like, why are you right there, dude? Did you hear me? So I mean, look, at the end of the day, though, he was probably gonna be safe anyway. They had who was running for the Mets? It was Acuna, and he's pretty fast, so they're probably gonna get that anyway. But let's talk about Judge, right? Judge goes 0 for 5. And I get it, look, 0 for 5, not a big deal, right? It happens. This is baseball. It's just the bats, the way I see it. And look, if share your opinions, man, but the way I see it, I feel like in certain situations, in certain games, and this could probably be the reason why he struggles so much in the postseason. He's trying to do too much, dude. Like you're trying too hard. You're trying to do too much. Um, Sometimes I feel like he's guessing up there, and you can't do that, man. You gotta just play your game, Judge. Just play your game. You're swinging out the zone, man. You're helping pitchers. When you start helping pitchers, we in trouble, man. You start swinging at them sliders out there, like that's what really, really kills you, man. You gotta understand that they're really not trying to pitch the Judge, right? They attack him when they see, okay, he swung at two bad pitches. Why not give him a high fastball and see if he chases, Or if it's 1-2 or 0-2, yeah, they're gonna throw you three straight balls and hope you chase. And he was chasing. So I mean, it is what it is, but like, and I'm not saying this is the biggest game, but I feel like in big situations, right, you can tell he's trying to win the game with one swing. And he could do that. He's Aaron Judge, but at the same time, he needs to understand the situation that these dudes ain't really trying to pitch to him. The only time they're really, really pitching to him like that is when he's getting himself in trouble or he's getting himself behind counts. So sometimes you ain't gotta do it, man. It ain't all gotta be you, Judge. That's what I'm gonna say. It ain't like you could if that's what they giving you, a walk, then hey, it is what it is. But I think he should be up there thinking like, bro, if the ball ain't right here where I want it, if I don't see the ball right here, middle, or middle in, wherever he likes to hit it, I'm not swinging. Because anything else it's probably a slider that's gonna end up outside anyway. So you gotta try to get that discipline in him. And look, he's still batting 400, right? Let's not get it twisted either. Nobody's complaining. We're not worried or anything like that. But I would like to see him just I feel like he presses a lot, man. He presses and he don't have to do that. Look, for once he actually got somebody behind him in Paul Goldschmidt that could get the job done, or Cody Bellinger who's swinging a hot bat. Like they could get it done too. So you ain't got to try to do it all on your own. And I get it, man. He wants to show like the more you try, man, like when you try too hard, you're gonna fail, man. Just You got to take what the pitchers give you. So I said I thought the hit to first was going to be a double play, but it wasn't. Yeah. Judge has had a bad game. That's it. He will bounce back tomorrow. Yeah, but I noticed that in a lot of like close games, I think it was versus the Mariners too. He came up late in the game in the last inning, and it was like a 1-run game or whatever it is. I feel like he's trying to do too much, and the pitchers are really not trying to pitch him. Trust me. In the ninth inning, they're not trying to give you anything like that you can really hit, and Judge got to understand that, man. Luis Duran says fundamentals are fundamentals for a reason. You don't need to hit out of the park every time. Just get on base. I get it though, because we talking about Aaron Judge, man. But like he just gotta. I feel like he presses, man. I feel like he presses. Stephen B says, "What's up, Jason? What's up, Stephen? Hunt tough. Honestly, he says Judge isn't clutch. Man, you could have put that all in one comment. He had to break it down into four. How many hits were clutch? One homer. D-Train says, "Yeah, I agree, Judge. He needs to just play his game, take what the pitcher gives you." Yeah, man. And I feel like, you know what it is with Judge? I really think that, and look, Judge is Superman, right? Or Captain America, whatever we calling him now. But he's still human too. Like I think that kind of link. He wants that big moment. Like he wants that big moment where he could be like, look, you know, and I get it. But the more you push and you press and try to make the moment happen, that's when it kind of goes against you, man. You just got to take what you get, keep playing your game, you know. And for once, the guy behind you is actually swinging hot, man. So you take what they give you, man. Take what they give you. Untough says, I don't care if he's hitting 400, he isn't clutch. And you know what? You have an argument, man. I'm not gonna say that yet, man, because I still think it's in him. I think it's in him. It's just he's in his head a little bit when it comes down to these big situations. Andrew, what's good, Andrew? Yankees haven't hit a walk-off homer since 2022 Stanton. That's a long time ago, man, when you think about it. Yeah, right. We haven't had those big moments like like the other day when Tatis walked it off. Like we haven't had that big boom, game winning bomb. Like, yeah, we had game winning walk off sack fly. Yeah. It's great, we won, but come on. Can we get a big clutch hit, man? A big time, something big time. I think that's what this team needs. I feel like towards the end of the game, man, look, you know what? I'm just, I got my talking points right, my topics, but can we talk about this? Like Wells, bro, Wells kills me. Oh my god, you don't understand how frustrated he gets me, man. You up in the count. Why are you helping the pitcher? Why are you swinging at pitches on your ankles, literally, man? Like, what are we doing? And he's been doing this for like the last couple games. Like, bro, stop. Like, I feel like he swings, literally swinging out of his shoes. Like, and I get it. Maybe that's just your swing, but bro, we cannot, especially late in the game, be swinging at pitches that are a foot away from the zone. Like, what are we doing, man? He literally helped the pitcher out. It was like 3-1, and the dude didn't throw one strike after that. But Wells decided upon himself that he's gonna try to hit every pitch that came after that out the park, and he was just swinging over on top of it. Top of it. Where are we? Untough says we aren't clutch. D-Train says he's pressing, needs to relax. That's all. Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. I think somebody really needs to, maybe like an A-Rod, somebody, I don't know, somebody who's been there before really needs to just like, yo, man, it's all right, man. The time is gonna come. Your time is gonna come. But if you're trying to make a moment, it's not gonna happen, bro. You just gotta go up there and play your game. Don't change anything. Whatever you do when it's the first inning, it's the same approach you should have in the ninth inning. You know what I mean? I think that's when he's best. Stephen B says, Judge has issues. He can't always come through. He just needs to relax and play his game. I feel he get I feel he gets I mean, I can't read today, apparently. The more you feel, more you learn from it. Yeah, I think he just gotta let it go and just be like, you know what, whatever, you know? But I think in his mind, and look, I could be wrong. Who knows what he really thinking? But I think in his mind, he really like he wants to have a big moment, you know. And I hope that doesn't carry over into the postseason because then when you press in and trying to make things happen too much, it, baseball's weird like that, man. It starts you start messing up more. Just got to do your thing, play your game, and trust the guys behind you, like Bellinger, whatever. It's gonna get the job done. That's all you can do, really. Hunt says the only clutch captain in New York is Jalen Brunson, not Judge. Damn, bro, we going that low? I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna. Not off of one game, man. I'm gonna let this play out. I think the Judge. I'm hoping, man, that he's gonna have a big postseason this year if we make the postseason. But I'm pretty confident we will. He's gonna have a postseason. Maybe not the greatest numbers, but he's gonna have a moment, like a big moment. So, and that's good though, because the games like today, where the tensions are high and everything, these are like kind of like practice, you know. Andrew says I'm doing well. Yankees lost. It's- Damn, it's like that, right? These damn Dodger fans, man. I'm telling you. We also don't have Stanton back. We're without Cole. We're still winning the division. This team is scary good. I wouldn't say scary good. They're good though. Our team is good, but the standings, man. Look, it's hard to say that, right? Because I agree with you. This team is good. This team is better than I think a lot of people thought they'd be, including myself. And we haven't even clicked really. If you think about it, this team hasn't really clicked. Like once we start firing on all cylinders, man, this team could be really, really good. I don't know if I'd say scary good, man, because like, come on, man. This our division is trash. Let's be honest. You know, let's be honest right now. The AL East is a dumpster fire, bro. Especially the Orioles. The Orioles fired their manager too. What's his name? Brandon Hyde. He they fired him today. So look what's happening over there, man. They're the biggest disappointment this season. Let me take a look at the MLB standings though, real quick. MLB. Yeah, we're the only team in the AL East that's above 500. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's take a look at that real quick. Um, can I zoom this in? Let me zoom it. Yeah, so you know, like, yeah, we are ahead in the division, but that's not really saying much. Like, come on, look at the rest of the division. That's just absurd right there, man. If you look at the Central, AL Central's really good. Look at these guys here. It's crazy, man. It's just absolutely crazy that the East is this bad. The Red Sox have completely let everybody down. I think everybody thought the Red Sox were going to be really good this year, and I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet at all. So there's no excuse for losing this division. I'm telling you right now. If the Yankees was to come out and look, we're only 4 games up though. That's the crazy thing. We should be like 10 games up right now. We're only 4 games up. Like I always say, man, when it's that close, a bad week, and all of a sudden you find yourself in third place. So the Yankees is like we're not running away with the division either. Like let's not get it twisted. So like we're playing well, but we're not playing great. Not yet, anyway. That's the game of baseball. Injuries, yeah, yeah. Considering the injuries, I guess we're doing good. But um, considering right the injuries, but also consider the contribution that we've gotten from guys like Grisham or Ben Rice or Max Fried or Will Warren as of late. Rodon has pitched better than we probably expected. You know, So I feel like we should have more wins than this. We should have at least 30 wins. Stan strikes out more sliders outside than Judge does. Yeah, man, but guess what, man? Stanton comes up big when you need him. Stanton, look, people are like, "Oh, what kind of leash are you gonna give Stanton? Like, if he comes back and he's shit in the bed for how long? How long before you just play Rice? You know, like 100% of the time." And like to me, man, Giancarlo Stanton has no leash, right? If it takes him 2 months to get back into the groove, that's you give him 2 months, man, because he's just that good, man. He's such a threat in the lineup, just him alone. Yeah, maybe he swings at a lot of sliders outside and he can't run and everything, but we all know what he can do. Hold on. Dang, my other camera overheated. I forgot to turn on the internal fan on this thing. So we'll just look this way. But yeah, man, we all know what Stanton could do, man. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. He's a long ball threat. If you make a mistake to him, he's gonna hit it 120 miles per hour out of the freaking stadium almost. So look, I look forward to Stan's return, man. I think, yeah, he doesn't run the bases good. He's a liability on defense. Um, he's an injury risk. But man, that bat when he puts that bat on that ball, man, that thing flies, dude. Hunter, you missed my point. The team is killing without our best players. Yeah. We have reinforcements coming in Stanton, Luis Hill, Efros, Cousins. Cousins is gonna take a little longer than we thought, man. I think they put it out today during the game that I think he had like a week setback or something. This team is more flexible and more athletic we had in years. Yeah, it is. I agree, man. If we had look, just imagine, right? If we had if Cole didn't go down, right? Um, if Luis Hill didn't get injured, man, like the rotation with Max Fried and the way Carlos Rodon has been pitching and Will Warren as of late, and like, come on, dude. We could have a excellent team right now. See if my camera's working now. But I mean, look, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? We got to play with what we got right now, and I do like our team. Like I like the team. We have a good team, but I think we're like a piece or two away, right? A piece or two away from really being like real contenders. Like, oh, okay, this team is no joke. What that is, I don't know. Maybe it's a strong right-handed bat third baseman. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's another starter. Um, Whatever it is, right? I feel like we're like a piece or two away. And look, guys, the season's only like 25% of the way through. Like, what's not to say, man? God forbid, knock on wood, like somebody else gets hurt or something. So, the team is good, man, but I don't think we have real depth. But like you said, though, we have reinforcements coming on the way. The cavalry is on the way. See my camera's back up. Voila. All right. But Hunter says one game, bro. Do you remember against the Guardians when Judge struck out when it was a one-run game? Yeah, and he did it too against the Mariners, I think. Um, you know, look, it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. I'd rather him get all of the bad at bats out the way during the regular season and save it for the postseason, right? I don't know. I'm trying to look on the bright side, but you're right though, man. I feel like when he comes up there in big situations, and it's not that he's not good. You could tell that his approach changes. Like he's a little anxious. I'll put it that way. He's a little anxious, right? And he starts swinging at the stuff that he knows he's not supposed to swing at. That slider low and away, that's like maybe 8 inches off the plate. Like that's the one that kills Judge every time. and that high fastball up in the like right above the letters, man, inside. That's how they pitch him, dude. That's his kryptonite. And if he could lay off those pitches, he's dangerous, dude. He's dangerous. Us not having walk-off home runs since 2022 just already proves we aren't clutch. Look, man, I'm not arguing with you, bro. I'm not arguing with you. I tell you who is clutch though, and you can't say he's not. Stanton, man. Playoff Stanton, super clutch. Andrew says I'm a Dodger fan for life. Uh Untough, do you remember when Judge hit the grand slam home run against the Sox last year? Would you consider that a clutch hit? Yeah, that was clutch, man. That was a clutch hit. I just think that Judge changes his approach. He gets a little anxious at the plate when in big situations, big moments. Man, I need to get some background music or something, man. Man, the link is in the description. If anybody wants to join, go ahead. Look, click on the link. You don't have to show your face. You could just disable the camera. Whatever it is, man. Just let me know. D Train, he gets paid 40 million. Man, how tough is going in on Judge. That's what he needs to do. Paul Godley is more clutch than our captain. Man, Stephen B says Red Sox are underperforming. Jays don't have pitching and don't have starter or ace. Red Sox, I think that's what you mean. Rays are rebuild more. Yeah, man. The whole division is ass, man, right now, except for us, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But at some point, I expect one of these teams to get hot, right? Whether it's the Red Sox or the Blue Jays, or even the Rays, but it's gonna most likely be the Red Sox or the Blue Jays. I expect one of these teams to get hot at some point, and maybe a team makes a big move. They make a big trade or something, and that's why I say the Yankees, man. We got to take it. We got to take advantage of this and start pulling ahead of the rest of the division. Like we can't just be like, yeah, we're in first place. Cause look, right now, if we were just playing 500 ball, we still be in first place. There's no other team in the American League East that's over 500 winning percentage except us. So yeah, we gotta start pulling ahead little by little. You know, what about Judge and home run tie the game? Oh yeah, that was pretty clutch, man. But I mean, I won't compare. See, like I like D Train's comparison better because that was like the Red Sox. Like this is a big moment, like the Mets, the whole Juan Soto thing. And yeah, they could say they don't think about it, but I'm sure he probably there is some in the back of the minds like he wants to come up big. Like it's different, man, playing the A's in Sacramento in a minor league ballpark than playing the Mets at Yankee Stadium. But you're right, he did have a big home run. And what about the home run versus Class A last ALCS, you know? Like nobody wants to give him that one. That was a clutch home run, even though they end up losing that game, I believe. Is that the one that Big Christmas hit that big home run? I can't remember, but that was a huge home run, dude. Huge home run, you know? So, and even in game 5 of the World Series, he had a big double. He was, the bat was coming back. Nando says, bring up Spencer Jones. He's not ready, bro. Spencer Jones is striking out at like a 40% clip right now down there in double A. He's just not ready, man. I think Spencer Jones is gonna be good eventually, but he's not ready. Simple as that. So man, you striking out 40% of the time at double A. When you come to the big leagues, oh my God, that's gonna turn to 60, 70%. D-Train says, tough. I feel your frustration. We have to hope that he figures out. Why is it not showing? I feel your frustration. We have to hope that he figures it out. Hopefully, these big games will get him more experience. I think it's more as just him, man. I think it's literally just him. He wants to do too much. He wants to get the big hit. Like even that last at bat versus Edwin Diaz, he should have just walked. Really, when you think about it, they threw him like 5 balls in the at bat. Like every pitch was almost a ball. Like he could have just walked. They're not gonna pitch to Judge like that, man. Unless they make a mistake, that's different. And that's what he needs to be waiting for, the mistake. But them sliders low and away, why are you biting on that? Why are you even if you looking slider, he could be looking slider. Like in my mind, like, okay, if I see a slider, I'm hitting. But that's not the pitch you want, man. Low and away, you know that's your kryptonite. You gotta let those go. Even if they call it a strike, well, you know what? You gotta tip your cap to the pitcher. That's not the pitch that I hit, you know? Steven says, we should be up 9 games, but we still wins and have no shot at winning. Baseball evens itself out. Jazz is out. Yeah, Jazz will be back soon. I don't It's gonna be interesting to see what Boone does. Very interesting. Why is this thing not focused on my face? And don't get me started on Clark Schmidt. Get started. Let's get you started. What did Clark Schmidt do? He had a great outing. I mean, not a great outing, but look, consider the circumstances, man. It could have got real ugly. I understand the defense helped him out a lot too. The defense helped out all the bullpen too, but what more can you ask for, man? If you're expecting this guy to go up there and pitch 7 shutout innings, I don't know. I think today was on the offense. A day like today, this was on the offense. Clearly on the offense. This is a game you have to win, man. I'm not gonna say have to win, but you gotta like have your pitchers back, man. You gotta give them more runs than that. And we have so many chances too. And it's like I said, it's just that we can't do the basic things. We can't seem to get a runner over. Like we can't manufacture a run, you know. We can't manufacture. Oh, and I forgot. What about? Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on the umpire shit. That umpire interference call late in the game. Look, even though it wouldn't have amounted to anything anyway, but it's just the fact that I'm starting to hate umpires, dude. It's crazy. Like at this point, I don't even know why we have an umpire at home plate. Like, what's the point, really? This dude freaking it was a double steal. The catcher goes to throw the ball. He got the throw off too, but I guess he nipped the umpire because the umpire was decided to be right on top of the damn catcher. Literally, like he's a backpack on top of the catcher, and they send the runners back, and they call umpire interference. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, what that got to do with the Yankees, the runners, or anything? Why do we have to pay the price for that? You know, this shit was such a garbage call, man. And if that's the rule, that's a garbage rule right there. And the umpire, you gotta know better, bro. You gotta know better. You don't have to be right on top of the damn catcher. Freaking, I don't know. I don't know. These umpires, man, it's like it's starting to get bad, man. In my opinion, it's starting to get worse. The kids can't go start without giving up at least 2 runs. Man, you guys are going crazy in the comments, man. I'm not gonna be able to read all of them. Let's go into this. You know what? Let me get it's over because I don't know. I've never seen you here before, but I'm glad you joined. Boone mentioned on WFAN that they won't play Ben Rice at third base when Stanton returns from his injury. That's ridiculous. Rice has a solid bat and needs to be in the lineup every day. Man, I want to choose what I say carefully. Like, I understand to a sense, like, you can't just throw Rice at third base, right? Like, that would be crazy to just throw him at third base. The dude's never played third base professionally, from what I know, or even in college. So that would be kind of crazy. But not having him at least practice that position like before games, the same way when they were thinking about moving having Oswaldo play some first or even Judge. I've seen Judge, taking reps at first base. Like, why not? Why not just have him take some ground balls over there? Start working at it now. So if it gets to that point, at least he does it. It's not like you just throwing them out there. It wouldn't hurt anybody. Be like, hey man, you know, we want you to start doing some infield work, doing some third base work. We're not gonna put you in the game or anything like that. Nothing crazy. Maybe in spring training we'll revisit it, but just for now, just so you can get a feel for it. But to just completely rule it out is just I don't know. It's just it's negligent, man. Like, why? Why completely rule it out? I'd ask Ben Rice. I'd be like, Ben Rice, man, you think you can man it? You can handle this position? And if he says yes, I'll be like, okay, look, we're gonna start pre-game, before games. After you take your reps at first base, whatever, get your third baseman glove and get some reps over there on the corner. Because the day might come where we need to put you out there. I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask. Let's listen to what Boone said in the post game real quick. Man, shout out to DJ, man. DJ was looking like the old DJ today. Low key, man. I'm hoping that he could keep that up. Put this on here, share this tab instead. Uh,
Aaron, Fernando Cruz has been so good for you all season long. He seemed out of sorts there in that ninth inning. Just what were you seeing from your vantage point?
Hold on. Let me do some real quick. Take this off. All right.
Aaron, Fernando Cruz has been so good for you all season long. He seemed out of sorts there in that ninth inning. Just what were you seeing from your vantage point?
Walked a guy, hit a guy, infield single, and he's always one pitch away of getting out of it. So at the end of the day, gave up a run. So
Yeah.
I thought he threw the ball all right.
Yeah, Cruz, man. Cruz was kind of he was all over the place. I think once they started laying off the splitter and kind of forcing him to throw the fastball, he was I don't know. Especially with runners on base. I noticed that when runners are on base, he kind of he kind of starts to not trust the splitter because he don't want people to steal on it. And I think he needs to. And that split finger fastball is deadly. So he needs to just stick with that pitch.
They did a good job of not chasing in a couple situations to leverage those walks. But, yeah, I feel like he's still throwing the ball great.
At the end of the day, runs just hard to come by for the offense today. In that fifth inning, you had 2 on, nobody out. Bibas at the plate about to turn over the order.
Yeah.
Any
Why can't you
consideration
bunt?
to having him bunt there?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just playing it aggressively. Not a lot of speed on the bases for us. So, and I got the top of the order coming up. So, but yeah, definitely some consideration there.
Clark was
hold on,
cruising
man.
early. What did you
Hold on,
see
hold on.
from him in the
That's it. Hold on, I gotta rewind this a little bit. I'm not gonna show too much, man, because I've been getting copyright strikes as of late. But I want to hear what he said there again because that sounded like some bullshit.
For us. So, and I got the top of the order coming up. So, not a lot of speed on the bases for us. So, and I got the top of the order coming up. So, but yeah, definitely some consideration there.
Yeah, but the infield, the corners weren't even playing the bunt. They weren't even playing in. If you lay down a bunt right there, they were going to first. They weren't even. They were gonna give you that. And what are you talking about speed? Like that's why it's a sacrifice blunt. It's not. I get it. If you like hit it the wrong place, yeah, the play could be made to second or third, whatever. But I don't know, man. Look, you gotta get that done, man. You gotta move the runners over there. What are you talking about, man? Why not try it? Show it. And if it doesn't work, at least you got speed at first. I mean, speed at the plate because Jorge Vivas is pretty fast. So even if let's say he bunts it down He puts it right to the pitcher and he throws it to third and gets the run on third, right? Vivas is gonna make it to first, and then you have first and second, and it's just a failed bunt attempt. I don't know, man.
Clark was cruising early. What did you see from him in that fourth inning?
Yeah, I mean, just lost the zone a little bit. They walk guys. He was still pretty efficient. I thought still had good stuff and making pitches. But it's a good offense to kind of navigate. And he still pitches into the seventh inning, giving up only 2 runs. On a day when he walks, he walk five or so. So, yeah, I thought overall it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn effective.
Anthony.
Aaron, just trying to put into context how unusual umpire interference it might be. How many times do you think you've seen it in your career, and does it stick out in your mind that it has happened a number of times before?
Man, if that was me at that point, if I was Boone, I would have got thrown out the game. I would have got thrown out the game. I would have been in the umpire's face like, that's some bullshit.
No, it doesn't happen very often. I can remember it being called before, so I have seen it, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, I think Reyes and Vivas are
Anybody
the
else?
two
Brian,
that are gonna
left.
get the boost.
The relay to cut down Beatty at the plate in the seventh. Just what's your view on that? Who made the better play there? Was it Bellinger or Volpe?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to execute a play like that, everything's gotta sync up. So, it was a great baseball game. It really was.
Freddie
And you have a
Freeman's
play like
clutch.
that, play at the plate.
Yeah,
Still
he
a game
is.
in the balance there. So, just really good execution to cut down a run at the plate.
I don't know, man. To be honest, sometimes Boone, he just be spewing nonsense. And look, I'm not the biggest Boone fan, but this year, despite a few bad calls that I think he's made, the thing that gets me the most aggravated with Boone is just that, like, if you mess up, bro, just say, you know what? In hindsight, I should have done this, But he don't even do that. Like, he justifies everything. He like, bro, it's okay, dude. People make mistakes. You can admit, like, hey, you know what? Yeah, in hindsight, I think I probably should have done that. But he don't do it. And it's funny because I think in his mind he's thinking that, but he just will never say it. And watch, tomorrow we might see a bunt. That's just how he always does it, bro. Tomorrow he might have Vivas bunt out there. Oh man. But Stephen B says, Jason, I found something interesting on how the Yankees changed crews. Found on TikTok and downloaded it. Yeah, what is it? Share with us. Uh, we didn't change a damn thing. And better, man, Hunt tough, man. You sure you're not a Met fan, bro? Nah, this team is better, man. This team is better. And Fernando Cruz is way better than he was when he was with the Reds. Trust me, dude. I'll pull it up. As a matter of fact, I'll do it right now. I'm gonna pull up Fernando Cruz's stats last year. And I've never even looked at this, but I'm pretty sure is better, right? This is with the Reds in 2024. 4.86 ERA. Strikeout. The strikeouts are there though. The strikeouts are there. 35 walks and 66 innings pitched. Right. That's that. Now let's look him up this year so far. Obviously, this score changed, but did it go through? Now look at him. Something's changed, right? I think everybody could agree. Look at the whip compared to last year. ERA, strikeouts are still there per inning. K through 9 is still looking good. So I think we can agree that something's changed, right? He's doing something different that's allowing him to pitch a lot better. We need a third baseman and better bench. I could see starter for fifth at deadline. I think that's all. I think they're gonna wait for Luis Hill to come back and see how Will Warren develops before they decide on like trading for a big starter or something. Um, and look, man, who knows if DJ keeps playing well, if DJ could step up, then we might not even need another third baseman. But that's a long stretch, man. It's only been one game for DJ, really, so we'll see. Hunt Tough says he's fine with DJ and Jazz. Hunt Tough says he don't want Peraza. Man, Hunt Tough, you sounding like my boy Li these days, man. Br- DJ looked good today. Let's hope that he can sustain this for the rest of the season. Let's hear what DJ had to say after the game. Let's see what he had to say.
Third inning when you hit that home run. You showed a ton of emotion there in that third inning when you hit that home run. Can you just describe what it felt like for you to make contact in that way, in a meaningful way, after quite some time?
Yeah, it was felt good. It just felt good to play at Yankee Stadium again and in front of these fans, and obviously a big series. So just excited to be out there, and I don't think it was probably too much emotion, but maybe for me. But it was good. It was fun.
You also had a single later in the game. Overall, just how are you? How comfortable are you at the plate?
Good. I feel like I'm finding my rhythm pretty quickly after coming off the IL, and it's a couple of games, but definitely feel like I'm in a pretty good spot.
Clark said he senses you're playing with a chip on your shoulder. Is he right?
He's definitely playing with a chip on his shoulder.
I feel like I always do, but I was just excited to be out there, excited to be back with the guys, and helping this team.
What's
He's
been the
definitely
hardest
playing
part
with a
about
chip
the
on his
layoff here
shoulder.
and having to wait?
Like on the IL, just not being able to help the team. I mean, just kind of there and have to worry about getting healthy. It's not always the most fun, but it's worth it when you can get out there and be out there for the guys.
You've been. Okay.
I'm sorry, what does it feel like to be at 100% after
I
battling
think that's
so
the
many
plan,
injuries these last couple of years, one after another?
D-Train.
Yeah, I feel good. Feel good with where I'm at. Just physically, mentally, and just competing. So I feel good.
Do you think you had the chance of that grounder?
Umpires equals the devil.
Yeah, I did. I thought I was gonna make it, and just couldn't come up with it when I was going to throw.
CB says screwed the Yankees. Grisham scored when the Butch saying it was a catch when it bounced. Grisham scored and Rice should have been at second. Hates us. Yeah, man, these have been terrible, man. Terrible. They've been terrible. And Hunt Tough, I disagree with you. When Edwin Diaz came in the game, look, Edwin Diaz hasn't been lights out himself, He has not been lights out himself. I don't even know what his numbers are like. So he got a 3. His ERA was even worse than that, but it's come down. I mean, look, Edwin Diaz is good, right? But he's hittable to me. He's hittable. I'm telling you. He is hittable. I think the Yankees are just, man, I don't know. It seems like late in the game, in a 3-2 game, 8th, 9th inning, everybody up there is trying to hit that big home run. And it's like, bro, like, that's not what we need right now. Can we just freaking like get hits? Can we get walks? Especially what kills me, the worst thing in the world is when you swinging at balls, bro. That shit kills me late in the game. Bro, that is the killer of all rallies, man, and or any comeback victory. You're not making a comeback if you're swinging at balls all the time, dude. You helping the pitcher out. I don't get it, man. Wells is at bat in particular because I've seen him do this over and over again now, where he's swinging at those balls that are so low and inside. It's like, bro, what are we doing, bro? You're trying to fish it out the ground and trying to, you're trying to be the hero, bro. That's not what we need right now. I mean, it'd be great, but like right now we just need run, like especially at balls, man. It's different if they're throwing strikes and you taking hacks at it, taking G hacks. That's different. But when you're taking G hacks at balls that are a foot away from the strike zone, there's a problem there, man. Stephen B says Rice has pigeon feet, penguin feet. He wouldn't be good at third. Nah, he'll be good because third base is more reactionary. Like, yeah, you want your feet to be somewhat good, but it don't really need to be. Third base is a that's why they call it the hot corner. You got to just have good reactions to the ball. Cruz ultimately was the deciding factor in this game. Walk, hit, single sack, fly. That was the game right there. Yeah, that was, man. But look, it doesn't matter, bro. We only scored 2 runs. I mean, to me, this was on the offense, bro. Even if Cruz doesn't, let's say he doesn't give up that run, it's still 2-2. Like, what are we gonna do? We didn't do anything in the ninth, Then we go into extra innings, and I think, man, it was some blown opportunities, man. Blown opportunities by the Yankees, dude. Failing to put Vivas to bunt when you have first and second, nobody out. It's just terrible. I don't care what Boone says, what explanation he gave. No, at least at least show the damn thing. Show the damn bunt. At least get the infield on their toes. Something. Uh, Ace was good. Ace. Everybody, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Ace is gonna do the series recap, and I'm gonna be joining him. So make sure you follow. Check out his channel. The link is in the description somewhere. No, not in the description. The link is in the chat, excuse me. And yeah, man, check it out, man. We're gonna be going over. Hopefully the Yankees take the series. If they don't, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot to say about it either way. Either way. Because there's a lot to take in this whole series. Uh, uh, uh. Let's see what else we got. A says faction Carl Stanton takes accountability. Yeah, he does, man. Boone is allergic to small ball baseball. I think Boone, I don't know what it is. I think sometimes, I don't know, man. I really don't know what it is. Maybe he just doesn't want to take the bat away from Vivas. He wants to give him a chance to have a moment. Maybe that's what it is. But look, man, screw all that, dude. We playing baseball, man. It's all about the team winning. It's not about one person having a moment or not. Like, you want to have a moment? Trust me. If he would have laid down a bunt there, a successful sacrifice bunt, Yankee fans would have appreciated that. Like, we would have appreciated that. Instead, he struck out. So you set him up for failure. Now I'm way behind in the chat. A says, yep, Wells' at bat was terrible. He struck out on ball 4. We need base runners, not home run. And it wasn't even a close ball 4. That's the thing. I get it. Like, if it's close, yeah, you got to protect the plate. But that was way out of the zone. Not even close. And I don't know. And I'm telling you, this ain't the first time he does it. And I notice this every time it's a close game and it's late in the game, he's doing this, which tells me that he's in there he's trying to, he's trying to hit a 2-run home run when nobody's on base. And like, it don't make no sense, my guy. Like, you know, he's trying to do too much, man. I get it's tough pinch hitting, but that's not what we need, man. If the pitcher's throwing balls, you take the damn ball. Plain and simple. We can't be helping pitchers out. That's crazy to me. Crazy. Yeah, so let's see. We could probably get into one more post game interview, and then we'll wrap this thing up. It says the problem is Boone is looking for the big inning. He's not okay with sacrificing to get a run. He wants a 3 to 4 run inning instead of just tacking on late in the game. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is, to be honest, man. Like, it's just it makes no sense to me. To be honest, it really doesn't. Like this guy, I understand if it was like a vet, if it was like Cody Bellinger up there, I'm not asking you to bunt. And I'm sure he could. Or if it was I don't know, even I think well, I'd ask Volpe to bunt. He- But man, look, dude, a lot of these guys are young. This dude's fresh out the minors, man. He hasn't even had a full cup of coffee in the big leagues, man. Lay down a bunt, young man. Let's see what you got. There's value in bunting. Trust me, man. There's value in bunting. If it was me, I'd be like, yeah, man. I could lay down a bunt if you need me to, because there's value in that. And I don't think that it's just that these guys don't know how to bunt, man. You can't tell me these guys are professional baseball players. You gotta know how to bunt, you know. Like, come on, man. Even if you're not the greatest at it, man, you know how to bunt. You got to, man. I can't fathom that these guys don't know how to bunt. Maybe they don't practice it like that. Maybe they're not good at it, but you gotta do it. At some point in your career, in your life, you lay down a bunt. Uh, let's see what we got here. We heard DJ. We'll take a listen to Bellinger, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Just take me through what you saw on that defense play there in that 7th inning, starting that off.
Yeah, I think JD had a really good jump on the ball, and I think the ball carried. So I was kind of there on the backup on the ricochet, and it took a good bounce off the wall to where I could just kind of pick it up and throw it to Volpe, and Volpe did what he does and makes a perfect throw to home.
Huge spot at the time. Just what's the emotion like? What's it like when you see that executed successfully like that?
Yeah, that was exciting. I mean, it's just, well executed baseball play, which is always exciting. For me, just wanted to do my job and get it to Volpe there in that situation.
Judge comes up there in the ninth, you just kind of expected him to do something special at that point.
Yeah, I think whenever Judge is up to bat, I think you're always expecting him to do something. And, against one of the best arms in the big leagues right there with their closer. So, for me, it was just preparing for the moment.
Cody, the sack fly, what did you think your chances were of getting in there?
Yeah, I think, it was one of those tweeners.
This is what I want to hear. He's gonna talk about that sack fly where him and Dominguez kind of had an awkward moment.
Where, me and JD had a good conversation about it, so it was good. It's going to be good for the future to have that happen right now.
You felt like he maybe didn't give you enough space on that one, or didn't hear?
I actually think he had a better lane, and to where I was, heard it late, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to catch the ball. So we had a good conversation, and it's going to be good for the future.
Cody, what did you think of LeMahieu's at-bats today?
You know what, man? I give Cody Bellinger a lot of respect, right? Because after the game, you see them talking, and if you could kind of read his lips a little bit, um, and it was a learning moment. Like, he wasn't mad at anything. He's just kind of letting them know, like, hey, man, and Dominguez too for accepting it and like, just taking the advice of a veteran. I think it's good. I agree with Bellinger. It's good for the future, man. It's good for the future. I like that they have their little their ET thing, whatever they're doing. The That's cool, man. I think Dominguez, his problem out at left field to me is he's not getting good jumps on the ball, and the route he takes sometimes is a little awkward, but the speed is there. He could run these balls down and everything. And he's getting better. That's the good thing, right? The most important thing the most important thing is that he's getting better little by little. Like, we're seeing it in real time. He's getting better in left field. So that's good, man. I think by the time the season's over, by next year, he should have it figured out. But that's good, man. Kudos to Bellinger, man, for kind of schooling the young man and giving him dropping some jewels on him, man. Pause.
What it
man.
means on the lineup if he can continue to perform at this level?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen DJ. I mean, even in spring, I think he's looked really good. It's exciting to have him back in the lineup. I love watching him play, and he's one of the best hitters in the game, and I played against him a lot in the NOS in my while ago. So I'm excited to have him back, and he's going to help our team a lot.
Cody, Clark said he had to turn up his pitch count when Juan was up because the crews are so loud. So how are you experiencing it day two? What's it like?
Yeah, I think the atmosphere has been incredible. Last night was fun to be a part of, and
Great throw by Billy.
even today, obviously it's a Saturday, but
D-Rails,
you
man,
go
you
out to
gotta
the line right
contact
after the
me.
anthem, and it's packed full of fans. So
You were the winner
to be
yesterday.
a part of the first Subway Series, it's been exciting.
Do you think of what this matchup could be like in October?
Yeah, I think both teams are playing really well. They have a good team over there. Lineup's really good. They're pitching really well, and obviously for us over here, I really like what we're doing. I love the guys in this locker room, and I think we're playing really good baseball overall. So, yeah, I think there's a long way till then, and we're just kind of focusing on what we can do better.
Yeah, man, Goldie had a great day. D-Rails, man, you won the drawing yesterday. So you gotta if you look at the description, my link tree is in there. Just copy that link and my email should be in there. Contact me, man, so I could get this over to you. And if you don't want it, man, I'll just give it to Duran. As he was pretty tight, man. He was salty about the L he took yesterday. But yeah, man, that was Bellinger on the game, and he was talking a little bit about overall how he feels about the Yankees in general and their chances of making it far. And yeah, nothing but good things to say. But let's go into the game MVP, right? Game MVP. I'm gonna have to say, I don't know. Let me see who you guys got in the comment first.
You the real MVP.
For me, it's a toss up between Bellinger and DJ LeMahieu. But I'm gonna go with DJ LeMahieu, man. I'm going with DJ. And the reason why I'm going with DJ, because I could have went with Bellinger too, because Bellinger had a big home run. He had the great play in the outfield. But I'm gonna go with DJ, man, because DJ, not only he had 2 hits, right? He had a big home run too, and also he DJ freaking he almost, man, he hit a line drive straight to Soto that could have blew the game wide open. Um, and he had some great defensive plays. That one play, man, to get out of that big inning when Mark Leiter Jr. was in, that was a huge play right there. Diving play up the middle, makes the play at first. And then he had another great kind of sliding play towards first base. He couldn't come up with the ball, but still he saves the runner from going from first to third. So DJ had a great game, man. I'm giving MVP to DJ today. Stephen B says, Jason, did you see what I said about Cruz? Yeah, I saw you said oh, they moved him to the right side of third base mound and they changed the grip on the slider to actually look like a sweeper instead of a cut fastball and lower speed, added a sinker to it and splitter at 40% rate. Man, whatever they did is working, man. And them guys, man, those nowadays, man, with I don't know if you guys know what TrackMan is and all that, and you can literally see the ball coming out the fingers and how much the spin rate is. Man, it gets real in depth, man. But whatever they did is working. Is working. Today he was a little erratic, but overall, Fernando Cruz he's looking like a different pitcher. I know the Reds they're kicking themselves in the ass right now for letting him go. Blake did work. I could send you a video. Female. Yeah, my email, if you guys ever want to contact me, is there's a link tree link in the description and all my contact info is there and other stuff that I do is there. Yeah, but I'd like to take a look at that. I don't really be on TikTok that much, but I do have a TikTok and I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we got Max Fried going up for the Yankees. He's going up against who is he going up against? I should have probably looked this up first, but he's going up against Peterson, who's pretty good too. He has a 3.05 ERA on the season right now. But Max Fried is our guy, man. This is a game I completely expect us to take. All right. The Yankees should win this game. And we'll look at the numbers against the Mets numbers against the Yankees and the Yankees numbers against Peterson. The crazy thing is that most because Max Fried he played in the NL East for his whole career. So most of these guys on the Mets have faced Max Fried a lot, right? And it's not the same for the Yankees. We haven't faced Peterson that much at all. So maybe they have the advantage there. Or maybe you get the advantage is to Max Fried because he knows these hitters very well. We'll take a look at that real quick and then we'll wrap this thing up. All right, so we'll do the Mets first. The Mets versus Free, right? Luis Angel Acuna has never faced him, but Alonso has faced him 36 at bats, a 278 average, 2 home runs against Max Fried. I'm not gonna go through all of these, man, because it'd take forever. But you can see where I'm going with this. They have a lot of at bats against Max Fried. Some of them have success, others don't. Right? Lindor does not have success against Max Fried at all. He's batting 107 against Max Fried lifetime with 28 at bats. He does have a home run though versus him. Sterling Marte, another one who's not happy to see Max Fried tomorrow. He's batting 190 against the guy with 21 at bats. Jeff McNeil does have some. Brandon Nimmo has no hits against, or no home runs against Max Fried in 27 at bats, and he's batting 111 against the man. Soto has a good average against him. And then what's the dude's name? Trayvon Taylor. That's about it. So the Yankees versus Peterson. Bellinger has faced him 4 times, has an RBI against him, but no hits. Grisham has faced him 4 times. No RBIs, no home runs. So I'm assuming he has a hit against him. Judge has faced him once. It looks like he probably has some walks. I'm wondering why the OPS is like that. They don't give you the full stats. That's what I don't like about this. But and then Volpe's faced him 3 times. Got a hit off of him. So there's not much history there. So it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees are, you know, what their approach is gonna be against this dude. Sent the video, watch it. It's like I'm gonna look it up right now. If you want to, we'll watch it together. The thing is, man, I'm trying to stay away from like the videos and stuff because, man, I began these copyrights, man. They're killing me. Even though I really don't care, it don't like count as a strike against the channel, but like any stats, like any watch time that I game or anything like that doesn't count. And that's the worst part about it. uh, okay. I got it right here. Man, I'm about to download. I hope you ain't sending me no virus, bro. Oh my God. God, that was loud. Holy smokes. All right, that's what we do. Give me a second, man. I'm trying to pull up this video he sent me about Fernando Cruz. All right. Dang, this thing is loud. All right. All right, let me know if you guys can hear this. I'll play this. I appreciate you sending me this. We'll put it up right now.
Yankees constantly do creative stuff with their pitchers, and they're at it again with Fernando Cruz, who made 4 big changes this season. First, they shifted him towards the third base side of the rubber. Often tough to gauge the exact reason for something like this. Does it help with location? Is it purely an angles play? I think it's probably a mixture of both. Second, he's throwing more splitter. His best pitch by far, fun bullet spin, less arm side than the average split. The usage is up from 42% to 59%. Third, they gave him a sink. This allowed him to cut a bunch of forcing usage to righties, which he threw 30% last year. Not a bad pitch. It just seems like the Yankees wanted a different look. And fourth, they tweaked his slider. He was ripping more of a cutter shape last year. Now it's more of a true sweeper. 6 miles per hour slower with 3 inches more glove side movement. Projections have Cruz as like a top 40 reliever rest of season. That is crazy to me. He's pretty easily top 20. Don't doubt one of the best pitching development orgs in baseball.
Yeah, I agree, man. He's definitely top 20 right now. Look, man, Matt Blake, man, he works wonders, man. The dude's a freaking, he's like, he works wonders, man. So I never doubt the Yankees when it comes down to pitchers and stuff. They know what they're looking for, man. And sometimes they see things in pitchers that other teams don't see, and they give up. Look at Tim Hill; he's been really good for us, even though lately he hasn't been great. But they just find a way, man. They find a way to get pitchers to get the most out of a pitcher. Devin Williams too, man. Devin Williams came in. Devin Williams has looked really good. Well, he didn't actually come in today, but at one point they had him up, like looking like he was about to come in. But there's no doubt in my mind, man. I never doubt Matt Blake and the pitching staff, man. They know what they're doing over there. It's just you know, the bullpen's gonna be all right, especially with Johnny Loaizaga back. And we got some other pieces coming back soon. The bullpen's gonna be all right. I think the Yankees right now, the only thing that they lack is just kind of situational hitting, just some basic fundamental stuff on the offensive side, like stealing bags, um, sacrifice bunts, moving runners over, things like that, man. I feel like we start striking out at the wrong time, man. Every time we have like second and third, all of a sudden we get 2 strikeouts or a pop up. Like we just can't seem to manufacture runs. But hopefully that gets better. And I appreciate everybody joining, man. I really do. I'll give a shout out Stephen B. Thank you for sending that to me. I did not know that at all, any of that stuff. So I appreciate it. D-Rails, don't forget, contact me, D-Rails, man. If not, man, I'm gonna give you till tomorrow. If you don't contact me by tomorrow, man, I'm gonna have to send this to Duran, man. And I'll get you next time. D-Train, appreciate it, man. Ace, my brother, make sure you check out the series recap, man. I don't know what time we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it tomorrow, sometime after the game. Nando, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for always stopping by. Hunt Tough, appreciate it, man. And everybody, man. Jacob Petruzzi, everybody. If I miss you, my bad, but it's too many. Yeah, I appreciate the support, man. Let's go Yankees. Tomorrow, we're gonna take the series. We're gonna take bragging rights, and we're gonna keep doing our thing, man. I feel good about this team. I feel good about this team. I appreciate everybody. Have a blessed day. Blessed day. And I'm gonna give a round of applause to you guys, man. You guys blew up the chats today. I blew it up. Y'all, peace.